are back, and my next guest is Professor De Grip, and we'll talk about the value of the informal learning. I'm Wagner Casimiro, and this is the Espresso Training. Hi, Professor De Grip. Could you explain me why informal learning is so important?
Yeah, informal learning is very important. First, people spend a lot of time on it at work on informal learning. In our survey we did in the Netherlands, we see that about 25 to 30% of the working time of persons is really time in which they learn many new things. And that is far more than the time they spend on trainings. So in many ways, informal learning is very important. We see differences. For instance, younger persons learn more than olders informally. That's quite logical. Higher educated more than low educated. But it's very important. It's also very important for the interaction between training and informal learning. So if you have informal learning, you can also have a higher productivity from the training you do afterwards. And the other way around, if you go to training, you also learn more at work after the training. So typically this combination of a large amount of time you spend on informal learning are the drivers of learning in your career.
Yeah. And you have some numbers or evidence that support this thinking?
Yeah, we did several studies. An interesting one is that we did so in a call center, so there's a very specific context. We saw that new hires, they became 75% more productive in the first year of employment, measured in the most important KPI of the firm, which is the average handling time of the calls, given the net promoter score on the customer satisfaction. So a huge increase. We also saw, it was also in call center very interesting to see that if half a team goes to a training, also the teammates who were not going to the training learn a lot just by knowledge exchange at the workplace. So there's also a lot of informal learning within the teams.
Yeah, in the speech you talked about lifelong learnings. Could you expand this connection?
Yeah, it's for sure. Many things change in society. Yeah? We have huge shifts in employment. There is a huge shift in the skills demanded in jobs, and particularly there's a huge demand on top of the being good in your expertise in your own profession to have problem-solving skills and interpersonal skills. And particularly these two are very important to develop in your career. It's not so easy to learn them in school, but you should learn this in practice. And in that sense, lifelong learning is getting more and more important because of the huge speeds of technological change, also because of the postponement of retirement. Some decades ago, persons retired when they were 55, now it should go up to 65, 70. So that really means that you should have a sustainable career. And for a sustainable career, lifelong learning is crucial.
Is it possible to learn things outside of work and bring it to the companies?
Yes, for sure. We see that in our survey we looked at the main activities outside work, and one of the known ones is self-study that people could do, but also voluntary work, but also informal care for persons, and also for educating your own kids. And we see that in both fields persons learn a lot. Persons learn a lot of voluntary work. That also means that if you have a job, for instance, in which you think, okay, I cannot use all my skills, it will be very attractive to do voluntary work, either in a sports club or whatever, in the management, to develop your skills there. And yeah, we found that typically the higher educated, 19% of the time they spend on involuntary work, they do things from which they learn, which are relevant for their workplace.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're welcome.